Division is one of the hardest things for the children to do, and I think the reason for that is because it requires them to be very good at all the other three operations. So to be successful at division, they've got to be good at adding, taking away, and timesing, and they have to use all those three things accurately without making one mistake to get the answer. So it's no wonder they find it quite tricky. So this is how I teach them. If we had a question, say 387 divided by 6. So we're saying, well, what would, if we had 387 things and we split them into 6 equal groups, how many would be in each group? So the first thing we do is we write 6, and then I draw something that I call the hut, and we put the larger number into there. And what we want the children to think each time is, how many times can this number fit into that one? So start by saying, how many times can 6 fit into 3? Well, it can't, because 6 is bigger than 3. So I cross it out, write 0, because it fits in 0 times, and I move that 3 over here. So I'm now thinking, how many times can 6 fit into 38? Well, if I knew my times tables, I could just work out the answer, but some of the children might not know them, so they write them down here. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, that's probably going to be enough. So 6, how many times does 6 fit into 38? Well, we think, what's the closest multiple of 6 that hasn't gone past 38? It can't be 42, because 42 has gone past 38, so the closest one is this one here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 6 is 36, so I'll write the 6 up here. But before I move on, I've got to think, well, what's the difference between 36 and 38? And there's 2 left over, so I'll write that 2 here. Now I'm thinking, how many times can 6 fit into 27? What's the closest I can get to it without going past it? It's not 30, it would be 24. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 6. And how many have I got left over? What's the difference between 24 and 27? It's 3. So my remainder is 3 out of 6. So 387 objects shared equally into 6 groups would leave us with 64.5, because 3 over 6 is the same as a half. Now, if we looked at large numbers, such as what would 2,894 divided by 14 be? In year 5 we sort of look at exactly the same method, so I'd put in my 14 over here, draw my hut, and 2,894. Well, no, I don't know my 14 times table, so I'm going to have to work out what that would be, and I'll go close to 100, because it's never going to be more than a 2-digit number. So 14, add 14 would be 28, add another 14 would be 42, and then 56, 70, and 84. So how many times can 14 fit into 2? It can't, so I cross out the 2 and I put 0 on top. How many times can 14 now fit into 28? Fits in exactly 2 times. I then think, how many times can 14 fit into 9? It can't. So I'll put 0 in, move that 9 across. How many times can 14 fit into 94? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because if I added another 14 it would go past 94, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what's the difference between 84 and 94? The difference is 10, so we have a remainder of 10 out of 14. So 2,894 split into 14 equal groups would leave us with 206, remainder 10 out of 14.